Okay, darlings, we are doing the sexiest fragrances for fall and winter. They are just sexy, dark, and mysterious. Really. Like, really. This is the vibe here. Not only super sexy, they're dark and they're mysterious and they're so like, brrr, all right? Really, really good. They have a bite. So let's start. I have a variety of fragrances. We're gonna have two different cherries, two different sandalwoods. We're gonna have something more oriental, something sugary. You're gonna have it all, okay? You're gonna have it all. So let me drop the first bombshell for you. It is my beloved Santal Noir from Dior Prives line. Guys, nobody talks about it. And like, I feel like except for me. And this is truly their best fragrance from this line. I do love Vanilla Diorama. I really like Tabac Color. I like Ambre Nuit. But Santal Noir has something so incredible in it that I just cannot. In the Air is one of the most potent, most sexy sandal, amber, rose, ambrette fragrance ever. So it does have not only sandalwood, but also it has a little bit of rose. It has ambrette that gives you like a fruity touch. This is so good. It's woody, it's sweet, it's super duper dark and mysterious and sexy. Very much unisex. If you are a woman who loves stronger fragrances, still sweet but stronger, then you're gonna absolutely adore it. And honestly, I would not think of any man who would not like it, on a woman or on himself. So Santal Noir, gorgeous and very, very, very underrated. Another Santal that I have here for you, maybe I would say it's a little bit easier to wear, but I'm not sure. It depends on you, really. It's still very strong, so I don't know which one you would find easier. But this is EPC Santal Nuit. So this is not Noir like Dior, this is Nuit. And this one is again that gorgeous, super sexy, dark, mysterious sandalwood. But this one is a little bit different. This one is slightly powdery because of the iris. And it opens up quite citrusy because of the bergamot and pink pepper. So it gives you that fresh, spicy blast that is just unbelievably sexy. It has some juniper berries and ambroxan, also a little bit of leather, and of course a very, very heavy dose of sandalwood. And this is honestly one of the sexiest sandalwoods that's on the market, and we are down here. So as you can see, it's very, very well loved in this house. Again, sex bomb on a guy and on a woman, doesn't matter. Again, gorgeous, slightly like zingy, peppery, pink pepper opening with bergamot, and then you get some beautiful blast of frankincense and powdery sweet iris, because this fragrance is a little bit sweet, definitely. And then the sandalwood just does its thing, and yeah, gorgeous scent, lasts forever, just like Dior. So check it out because it is really, really, really sexy. Okay. Then let's get into the cherries, because I have two very, very different cherries. The first one is quite leathery, violety, like, ooh, very, very seductive. This is the Seductress in a bottle, and that is Philly&Phill, not Filth, Phil, Eve Goes Eden. And I talked about it, I think, enough on my channel, but let me do it again. Very, very good take on a cherry. This is a sexy cherry down to perfection. This smells irresistible. Don't be afraid of the leather. Don't be afraid of the violet. The whole combination is incredibly feminine, seductive, very smooth, no harsh lines, so well blended. And of course, you get your cherry here. So yeah, Eve Goes Eden. It's like a boozier cherry. Boozier cherry. Ah, can't explain it. It's like a little bit sour of a cherry. It's just something else. But in general, it's just so sexy. I cannot. This is sex in a bottle. This really, really is. Sex, dark, mysterious, sex in a bottle. So Eve Goes Eden is phenomenal. I love it. I love it, and it's so, so different comparing to other cherries. Like, so different. And my other cherry of choice is the cherry that I created, and I say what I say. I think, in my opinion, this is one of the sexiest fragrances that is not only boozy and cherry, but also leans very gourmand. And then, not only that, it leans a little bit Middle Eastern, because I really wanted that slight Middle Eastern touch of rose and amberwood. So for me, it's like the best of everything you can think of when it comes to a sexy, sweet scent. So of course, there we go. We have Venom of Love. And Venom of Love is my ultimate cherry of choice, of course, because I created it with Sydney Lanseco. This is sour cherry and liquor and bitter almond. Then you have cherry, dark chocolate, Turkish rose and jasmine. And then in the base, you've got almond cream. It's not almond, it's actually almond cream, some whipped cream, vanilla, and amberwood. And like, this is perfection. Also, it's perfect to be mixed with Santal Nuit from Dior. Like, this combo doesn't get much better, honestly. Or this with another fragrance that I have the other fragrance that I have here, and I mixed very often with Venom of Love, is Mandorle. Ladies and gentlemen, Mandorle is the ultimate sexy almond, vanilla, cherry-esque boozy fragrance. You cannot go wrong with it. It's ultimate sexy scent for the nights out. Yeah, it smells a little bit like marzipan. Think of like a very dark, mysterious cherry marzipan scent and almonds. Oh, just gorgeous. And these two together, not only they're a powerhouse, but also like seductive goddess is coming towards you, honestly. But alone, also amazing. So yeah, another one is Mandorle. This is definitely not a typical cherry fragrance. There's not even a cherry listed. There's heliotrope, so it's more like powdery. It has some caramel, a lot of vanilla, some suede. It has rum and tonka bean and some cacao and woody notes. So it's a quite a complex, deep, dark gourmand. Love Mandorle. It's phenomenal. A gorgeous woody amber vanilla that not many people talk about, and it's a powerhouse. It's super sexy. It has some Indian oud, but it's like oud vanilla tonka fragrance, all right? And super, super sexy. This is Sexycrush, so it's very appropriate to be in this video, from J.U.S Parfum. And I have a very nice fat discount code for J.U.S Parfum. So check it out. If you love woody, deep, seductive vanilla fragrances, then this is for you. It has some labdanum Indian oud, it has some patchouli vanilla, tonka, other woody notes, musk, rose, citron, gurjan balsam, and myrrh. It's balmy, it's vanilla, it's tonka, it's oud, it's just extra sexy, extra potent, extra everything. So J.U.S Another one that will sweep everyone off their feet. I love it. It's good on men and women. Something that's slightly similar but way more sugary is Ennui Nomade Sugar Leather. And we are almost done with this bottle. Another one is waiting for us to be opened. Sugar Leather is something that my partner and I love so much. It's undeniably so sexy. It turns heads. It's just phenomenal. So in here you have cinnamon, you have caramel, you have sugar, and you have some leather. It also leans quite ambery and a little bit animalic. It's very, very sweet and a little bit resinous as well. So this one is a staple in our collection. Like, I don't see myself ever being without it, just like most fragrances here, to be honest. But this one was a love at first sniff. Is just incredible. So if you like slightly resinous fragrance, that ambery resinous touch with a lot of sweetness of sugar and caramel and cinnamon, then this is for you. Sugar Leather is incredible. Incredible. All right, guys. What else? What else? I think we need to definitely talk about this one, which is Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio. This one, I think, is the most vanillic out of them all, but it's also very animalic and ambery. Like, this is very, very sweet vanilla, and it dries down to a very, very sweet vanilla. But because of amber and a little bit of leather and castoreum, it gives you a very wild, extra sexy, animalic facet. And that's why it is so different comparing to other, you know, straightforward vanillas, because you can definitely describe it as a straightforward vanilla. You can, because it is, and it will dry down to a very, very sweet vanilla scent. However, because of that extra sexy animalic facets to it, it is something else, and it is very like kitten, very like wild kitten vanilla. So Absolute Aphrodisiac lasts forever. You have to have it if you love your sexy scents, and if you are a vanilla lover, a staple in your collection. What are you doing if you don't have it? Alrighty, I have still a couple more to go through. In particular, we have, I think, five more fragrances, so stay with me. The next one is definitely the booziest out of them all, and it has a gorgeous chocolatey tobacco scent to it. This is the new Pernoire, and this is Otimo, which is represented by the phoenix. And in here you have rum, you have quince, you have cardamom, you have praline, tobacco, tonka, and it ends up with osmanthus, vanilla, and cedarwood. And this is true perfection. It almost feels nutty to me. It smells like there are some nuts. The cardamom, the praline cardamom combination is on another level. On another level. Ultra strong, dense fragrance. You have this sweet, sweet praline chocolate with cardamom, a little bit of booze from the rum. It also feels slightly nutty. And of course you have tonka and vanilla, which make all of that so, so sweet. Otimo is amazing. And by the way, another new fragrance is coming out from Pernoire. It's going to be in a white bottle, just a hint. Cannot wait to have it. But Otimo, you gotta have it. You gotta have it if you love your sweet but very dark and mysterious sexy scents. So yeah, this has to be checked out by you for sure. Next one, I have something more fruity, and this is for all of you who want something a bit more, again, fruity, more white floral, ambery. This is like a very dark and sexy fragrance, but with a nice sweet fruity aspect. And this is Superz Budapest Siren. And Siren, I feel like nobody talks about. Again, except for me. I feel like I'm so alone here in the love towards it. Siren is a combination between orange blossom, mango, blackcurrant, vanilla, frankincense, jasmine, amber, sandalwood, and lily of the valley. So what it mainly is quite a woody, incensey, mango blackcurrant scent with vanilla definitely. So you get the fruity, almost soury, fresh aspect of blackcurrant and mango, which is very juicy, very, very juicy. But then everything is like cut by the smoke and by the sandalwood and amber. I love it. I love it. It's so good. I wonder what people compare it to. Nothing. No. Accento overdose from Zerjov? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just think of it of a very juicy blackcurrant mango scent with incensey vanilla amber base. It's gorgeous. You have to try Siren. It's so sexy. Again, darker, more mysterious, sensual fragrance, but for all my fruity lovers. And it definitely does lean tropical. So that is Siren. Of course, discount codes, if I have, are going to be linked below. 3 more scents. Are you ready? And these are such good fragrances. First, I'm giving you a very, very sweet tobacco dark chocolate scent, and that is Evasion or Evasion from Lac Parfum. This is their best darker leaning fragrance. I love their feminine line, everything that's in white and pink bottles, especially Calda, but this one, I think after Calda, it's my second favorite, most probably. It's that good. It's unisex, but it's very, very, very sweet. Many people compare it to Herod from Marley, and I would agree, but no cherry-esque aspect here. And you definitely get that chocolate smell. I would say it's definitely more like side effect from Initio, but sweeter and made more feminine, and also it's a little bit more airy, which makes it more wearable, but it's still dense and sexy and very long lasting. It's just that side effects for me, it kind of choked me. This one doesn't, and it's gorgeous. It's the perfect combination between dark chocolate, honey, and vanilla, and cinnamon and tobacco. So man or woman, whoever you are, you have to try this if you want to smell like a sexy beast. Chocolate infused, yes. Okay, the next fragrance that I've got in here is something that might surprise you a little bit, because I was definitely thinking of including BDK Rouge Smoking here, because of course Rouge Smoking is considered a very sexy fragrance. You know, women and men love it. However, for me, there is something on the market that's better and that's even sexier. And that is a new scent in my collection. This is Kajal Joorie. It's not a new fragrance, but I've been craving it for a long time, and finally I have it. Joorie definitely has the DNA of BDK, okay? You can smell that there is something that this and Rouge Smoking have in common, especially that kind of sweetness. It's very, very similar. But this one is just... This one has nutmeg, cloves, ginger, pepper, bergamot, and lemon. Then you have ylang that I feel like changes everything. A rose and orange blossom. And in the base you've got honey, tonka, vanilla, sampachuli, musk, and cedar. But mainly it actually ends up in the dry down being mostly a vanilla tonka honey fragrance. And you have the ylang running through it, and rose running through it, and orange blossom running through it, with nutmeg and pepper. This is so sexy. This is so sexy. I Personally, I really like BDK Rue Smoking. I have it, I use it, but this is a step up. For me, this is a step up from it. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I know I'm not saying the longevity and performance of these fragrances in this video, but that's because they all last over 10 hours and project moderate plus to strong. So they're all beasts. And this one, of course, is a beast as well. Joorie. I love Kajal for all their fruity, tropical, floral fragrances and gourmand leaning, sweet, fruity scents. I love that. But Joorie hits different. It's something absolutely special within the collection. So try it. If you like Rouge Smoking, you have to try this one out. And now I have a last fragrance, guys. Last fragrance on this list is something I fell in love with so much, and I was this close to giving it to my boyfriend because he kind of like, he was really eyeing it, okay? He was really eyeing it when it came to our house, and I felt like he might just grab it, you know, and never give it back. But I was like, no, this is my precious, okay? And that is Viage Dazzling Dubai. You have no idea. You have no idea. This is my dream amber vanilla woody scent. This is actually very, very similar, not entirely, but very similar, if I am to compare it to anything, to Silky Woods from Goldfield and Banks. But I do like this one more. I really do. It's more, it doesn't have the leather aspects, okay? And it's way more resinous and way more sweet because it's just as heavy on vanilla as Silky Woods, but in here you get a lot of resins. You have Egyptian balsam, you get resins in general, you get amber, but you also get honeysuckle and fruity notes. And that's where the absolute magic happens, because you not only have this dark, sexy amber vanilla with woody aspects just like in Silky Woods, but you also get that very, very sweet accord that's made of fruity notes and honeysuckle and a little bit of rose. Dubai is incredible. You have to try it. The price is not bad at all. This fragrance is around 100 bucks. And you get 100 ml. It's an extrait de parfum, and I have a discount code. I'm not sponsored by the brand, but I do have a discount code, just like, you know, for Sora, Dora and other brands that I'm showing you sometimes. So Dubai, nobody thought it's going to be my favorite from the range, and I think people kind of underestimated me, especially my partner and the owner of the brand. But there you go. This is probably actually my favorite fragrance from the range. Dazzling Dubai is just mine. Okay, it's my fragrance. I'm not gatekeeping, of course, I'm sharing it with you, but I will make sure that nobody near me wears this apart from me. So yeah, Dazzling Dubai is amazing on its own, but I also will definitely mix it with Venom of Love. I will also definitely mix it with Absolute Aphrodisiac. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But on its own, phenomenal. So that is it, guys. Here is my roundup of the sexiest, dark and mysterious fragrances that I have in my collection at the moment. Most of them are newer because I don't want to repeat myself every year. Here you have the newest roundup of what I love. And funny thing is that all of the fragrances, apart from Sugar Leather, are black gold bottles. So yeah, Definitely dark, definitely sexy, definitely opulent and mysterious, and they all smell so sophisticated and rich. So check them out. Let me know which one you have and use and like as well. I'm very curious if there is anything. And see you in my next one. Bye.